I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Thursday. I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We do have a few lingering showers for southern middle Tennessee for the rest of today, but the thing you'll notice the most are the temperatures. We are going to be significantly cooler for today, starting off in the upper 30s, only getting up into the 40s. Mid 40s at warmest for this afternoon, as the sun will be hard to come by, maybe a few breaks by late afternoon and into the evening as that system eventually clears on out as we dry out as well. But with a clear sky for tonight, we are going to get down very chilly, likely into the upper 20s here in southern middle Tennessee, if not the lower 30s, but I'm thinking below freezing for everybody. So a very chilly night and start to your Friday. Temperatures for Friday afternoon do warm back up into the lower 60s, upper 60s by your Saturday, as we still stay relatively dry. Sunday is our next thunderstorm chance here in the Tennessee Valley as temperatures warm up into the lower 70s, and then we are parked in the mid 60s heading into next week.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. I get a hot tea.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller, who's ready to do a little off-roading. Yes, I realize not my normal attire, but this is something that you might want to wear while enjoying an exhilarating experience in southern middle Tennessee. Our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, will share with us here in just a little bit who's taking us off-roading and where. We'll also get a look at our headlines and stories that you can find at mainstreetmediatn.com. But first this morning, we're going to hear from Dr. Kevin Finnegan on who's most at risk of colon cancer.
Colon cancer, with rare exception, is a preventable disease. So if you're age 45 or older, or if there's a family history of colon cancer or colon polyps, you should talk to your doctor about being screened. We know that not all polyps become cancer, but all cancers at one time were polyps. So when we do a colonoscopy, we can find the polyps, remove them, and you can skip the cancer, because most polyps don't have symptoms. So we'd rather wait, find the polyps, remove them, rather than waiting until someone has symptoms that may indicate something more serious. So those who are at most risk are those with a family history, or those with certain chronic inflammatory disorders like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. There are certain inherited forms of colon cancer that are much less common. The vast majority of colon cancers that we find are in individuals with no family history. So that's why it's important, even if there's no family history, to get screened, because those folks are at risk as well. And we know that there's some lifestyle factors that are associated with an increased risk of colon cancer. So those are going to be being overweight or obese, people who have a diet high in red meats or processed meats, those who don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, fiber-rich foods. So those individuals that are at our increased risk. Smoking also increases the risk of colon cancer. So there's certainly some lifestyle modifications that can be done to reduce the risk. And that's definitely important, especially in those folks who may already have a family history.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. Caitlin Williams, an 18-year-old lifeguard at the Hendersonville YMCA, saved the life of Billy Austin, who collapsed from pneumonia and cardiac stress, with Williams' quick response and CPR skills proving pivotal. Local firefighters are pushing to expand Tennessee's Barry Brady Act, which presumes certain cancers are contracted from firefighting. to include breast, prostate, and pancreatic cancers. Four-term Congressman John Rose formally announced his candidacy for the 51st governor of Tennessee, emphasizing priorities such as education, infrastructure, and energy production, and revealing $5 million in campaign commitments. Two individuals, Jason Alrobea and Carly Jade Parks, have been apprehended and charged with the March 15th homicide of 54-year-old Thomas Gray Jr. in Clarksville. State Representative Aaron Mabry introduces the Teen Social Media and Internet Safety Act, mandating Tennessee public schools to teach social media and internet safety to students from grades 6 to 12. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Only in Smashville are opponents welcomed with some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality. We'll give you a hand, cheer you on. You suck! It's all your fault! Hey, we'll even leave a light on.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back. Rain or shine, we have the chance to experience the Tennessee wilderness in an exhilarating way. We're talking Fisher off-road tours in our Tennessee Traveler segment today with Tom Adkinson. And of course, you know, he has already done this. Tom, what's up? Good to see you.
Good to see you and good morning.
Good morning. Okay, this looks like a blast. I know this is not you in this picture, but something tells me you guys had a good time.
Well, that is my grammar school and high school buddy named Bill Robertson, who lives in Bellevue, out there driving a fancy Can-Am ATV with Fisher off-road tours. We went bounding around through Hickman County and Murray County on a tour that lasted 4 hours, and we just had a blast. Got dusty and muddy and wet, and it was cool.
What makes this so much fun? I mean, what is it like from the time you meet up with Fisher off-road tours to the time you get into this and start, you know, moseying around? What makes this such a good time?
Well, it's something that most people have never done. So there's the distinctiveness of that. I would dare say that most people who get into an ATV like this aren't ones who have spent $30,000 or $40,000 for a toy. So indeed, that's part of the novelty of it. And the other novelty I think that's significant is that you're going places that you wouldn't normally go. You're on county roads, you're on farm roads, you're cutting through creeks, splashing around literally, and just doing something that you just don't have the opportunity to do. So Fisher offers you just a very distinctive, unusual experience, and it's in our backyard.
And what I guess surprised me is you don't have someone driving you. Yes, they have a guide, like a tour guide, but you drive your own Can-Am.
Correct. To me, this would not be fun being a passenger only.
Okay.
These are tours where you or your friend or your spouse drive. They'll go out with a tour with only one vehicle, but every tour has a leader. There's a leader in a vehicle. He's radioed into you. If there are more, I think if there are 5 vehicles in a group, Fisher adds a 6th one at the end as a sweep, just to keep everybody in line and everybody close in sight. So it's a grand opportunity to get out and be active. Indeed, at some point you'll want to drive.
I did like how you have in the article an active participant in this. And I know riding like this, you're not going just 10 miles per hour. What speeds did you hit?
We on some of the straight stretches on the back roads, we were. I think Kevin Owen, my guide, said we got up to 45 or so.
Okay.
I mean, it's zipping along.
Nice.
Those vehicles can go faster than that, but you really ought to be on a better surface.
Right. Safety is key.
Yeah. Now,
how should we dress? Should we just dress in like something that we know will get dirty?
You dress in something you know that's going to get dirty. Don't worry about your hairdo because you're going to wear a helmet. They'll give you goggles if you want them. The trip I was on, there was a really nice couple. I think were from Spring Hill. They had this good size Labradoodle type dog, and they put goggles on that dog, and it was the funniest thing you've ever seen. The dog was just hanging its head out of the ATV, just having a fine old time wearing those goggles. So indeed, you're protected. The big issue is, wear a helmet.
Right. So Fisher Off-Road Tours, this takes you through Murray and Hickman counties here in our Tennessee area. But do they offer other, I guess, adventures in other states too?
This is a one shop or a one destination operation.
Gotcha.
They have a pretty big fleet of vehicles. They do corporate outings and Sunday school groups, specialty clubs that want to get out and go. They have, well, one of their long trips, if you want to book a full day trip, go to a couple of the wineries that are there in the area. They have a designated picnic area of their own. And those trips can cover 150 miles. The 4-hour trip does 65 to 75 miles. So you're out there having a good old time for a long while.
That sounds just like a fantastic day, whether you're with your significant other or a group of friends. Yeah. That sounds like so much fun. And
considering its location, it's between Centerville and Columbia. And so if you go down there for a 4-hour trip, you can go get some good barbecue in Centerville. You can go into Columbia and eat lunch or dinner at any of many good places. It's a very, very good location that, it's also right close to the Natchez Trace Parkway. The itinerary that I took went winding back right beside one of the Parkway bridges. And the big deal is that you're just going places that you normally wouldn't go yourself.
Gotcha. What time of the year should we go? Should we plan? I mean, again, it's spring, 9 days away from spring?
I couldn't believe this. They will go no matter what, no matter what day, no matter what month, no matter what weather. And they know what they're doing and they just have a blast. And Kevin Owen, my group leader on my trip, he just said, shoot, it's a blast being out here in the snow. It's really pretty.
I can imagine it would be. Well, and a final question for you, why did they bring this here? What was it about those areas or Tennessee that they wanted to start this?
Well, the owners relocated here. I'm not entirely sure whether the idea of this business drove them here or not. They, like so many other people, fell in love with Middle Tennessee.
How could you not?
Absolutely. It's a fine destination, fine place to live.
And a fine place to travel and visit all the things. Okay. And on a grading scale, 1 to 10, as far as enjoyment, where would you rank this?
Oh, this is at the top of that scale. Oh, and I forgot one other point for the Fisher folks.
Yes, sir.
They have transportation. If you happen to be in Nashville as a tourist, and you have a group that wants to come down, they'll run shuttle back and forth for you.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
You can imagine the business meeting that has an extra day, or God forbid, the bachelorette parties, but they'll do it. And again, for people who are in town and don't have their own transportation to get down to Williamsport, Tennessee, Fisher will do it.
That is great to know. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see where our travels take us next time.
I'm glad to be around and glad to be on the air, and y'all keep traveling.
We will do it. Thanks to you. All right. We'll see Tom again in a couple of weeks. Again, that's Fisher Off-Road Tours. If you have an interest, book your trip and that journey now. Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back. If you're not getting out to do some off-roading, well, maybe just get outside and take in some fresh air. It does the body good. As always, thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vilas Saisuka, CEO and founder of Premier Foot and Ankle Centers of Tennessee here in Murfreesboro. We offer foot and ankle care from ingrown toenails to diabetic foot wounds. We also fix ankle fractures and things like that.
Call us today to schedule an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Because here at Premier Foot and Ankle, we believe that
the journey begins with happy feet.
Let's go stroke. People are amazed at the variety and quality of guests we bring into Main Street Sports today. But when you've been in this business for nearly 40 years and you never throw away a phone number, it's pretty easy. Right, Wade?
Absolutely. And Wynn agrees with me. Check out some of our guests featured on Main Street Sports today.
Step back and catch my breath. But I expect nothing less from you, big boy. Let's get going.
We make it work pretty good. So
the fans are tremendous. It's fantastic.
It was really amazing.
They call it performance. Yeah.
From preps to pros, you never know who's going to stop by. So be sure to listen to and watch Main Street Sports today from 2 to 4 p.m. daily on the MSM TV app.